I had $100 in my wallet, had a 6-shooter 25 in my pocket. Every bone in my body said you're out of luck. Every synapse in my brain fired, I don't give a fuck. You don't need to fear a tough-talking man. He's just trying to bluff you anyway he can. Fear this, you can bet your last buck. Fear the man who don't give a fuck. I had $100 and a lot of gall. He was a rich man, betting it all. I kept winning, he kept grinning, but his mind was not on poker at all. You don't need to fear a tough-talking man. He's just trying to bluff you anyway he can. Fear this, and you can bet your last buck. Fear the man who don't give a fuck. He kept raising the ante, I kept drinking it in. When I noticed a smile had replaced his grin, I looked him close, right in the eye. He looked somewhere over my shoulder. I knew from his eyes what was in his head and his mind. I was lying there dead. His right hand went under the table. By the time he touched his gun, I had done what I was able. Well, you don't have to fear a tough-talking man. He's just trying to bluff you any way he can. Fear this, you can bet your last buck. Fear the man who don't give a fuck. I leaned over his body, looked him in the eye. He looked somewhere over my shoulder. I left his gun, I took his wallet. It contained a small fortune, I'd have to call it. You don't have to fear no tough-talking man. He's just trying to scare you any way he can. Fear this, and you can bet your last buck. Fear the man who don't give a fuck. I left it all except for the cash, put it in my pocket where I keep my stash. I took care of the fingerprint mess. Nobody ever knew I was at that address. You don't have to fear no tough-talking man. He's just trying to scare you any way he can. Fear this, and you can bet your last buck. Fear the man who don't give a fuck. Why in the world would you run a man down with disdain and contempt, acting like he's a clown? You think you're dominating while you mire him in the muck. You're